So just keeping it 100, this is the downside of being Mr. Lawn Company. I've had a terrible week and I'm running behind, and it's like 5 minutes to 8 and I'm tired, but I'm right here just finishing up my last one for the day, and I know Mr. Martin Bender is depending on me. He's been waiting on me for over 2 weeks to do his yard, and I just haven't been able to get to it. And so I really want to go home right now. I am drained, but I know he has nobody else to do this for him, and I told him I would do it. He's been more than patient, and he sent me a message yesterday or last night thinking that I just didn't want to come and help him out anymore. So I'm gonna try to summon the energy, and look, there he is right there. Martin.
I'm Brian, but
Brian. I'm about to get run over.
how you doing, Mitch?
I'm making it. I'm heading to your place right now.
Okay.
It's been a rough couple of weeks for me, and I was just telling my social media, I was like, you know what? I said, this man's been patient with me. I said Martin, but
Well, that's fine. It could be either or.
I said he's been patient with me, and he sent me a message. One of them sent me a message yesterday.
I did.
And I said he don't think I don't love him no more. Don't want to come. And I say, dang, today's the first day of June, Pride Month. I say, you know what? I'm gonna get my energy and I'm gonna finish that yard. I was right around the corner, cutting one down there. I've been 2.5 weeks behind on it too, but I'm trying to get.
Well, I kept going around through there, and I saw that it hadn't been cut either, and I was like, man, he's probably got something going on and just ain't been able to get to us.
It just gets rough sometime, and then my schedule gets thrown off, and I didn't want to tell you a day and then not come, and that's what I've been doing, the couple of times before that. It was like, okay, I'll be there Friday, and then Friday comes.
Let me do you a favor.
Okay.
This way you'll have plenty of room to park. That's the reason we keep telling people to call us before they come.
Well, I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to make it today.
Right. We have so many cars that it's hard to, I can make room for you, but I just need to know when you come.
I got you. Well, listen, let me knock it out before I lose daylight, but I'm going to take care of it for you.
Okay.
And then you let me know. I'll just go on schedule in a couple of weeks. When I do that other one, I'll come back and get yours too.
All right.
And man, I appreciate y'all bearing with me.
Not a problem. And don't worry about what it costs. Listen, we've had such a hard time. We don't even care anymore as long as it gets done.
Well,
it's been horrible.
I understand. And that's why I wanted to get to it. And I just, like I say, I dropped the ball on it, and I've been having a rough couple of weeks and trying to get my stuff back in order, but I appreciate you being patient.
That boy that we worked with his mama for years, and she, when we posted, anybody know, she recommended him. We took a bunch of trees out for us, done a bunch of work, still didn't finish it all, and he got paid.
Oh, man.
I got that tree in the front. He never finished trimming it up. I got a holly right there beside it. He never got it done.
Oh.
And it's getting huge. It's almost up into the tree now. And I can't do it anymore.
I'll take a look at it and see what I can do for you.
I'm just running to the store right quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you fine. Take your time. It'll take me a little while to get it knocked out, but I got you. Thank you. Now, how about that? Right here, while I'm talking about the man, he rolled up on me. So yeah, I have got to do better. It's just getting organized and keeping a schedule even on the days that I don't feel like it. So anyway, we're gonna knock this one out real quick, and then we're gonna call it a day. I need to get me a push mower. I rarely do yards that are this small, that it's quicker for me just to do it with the weed eater than the push mower, but every now and then I do have one like this that There's no way the 54 inch or the 60 will get in here to it. So it just makes more sense for me to just hit it all with the weed eater, which is probably about the same amount of time if I do it with a weed eater or a push mower. At any rate, we're gonna see if we can't get this done. Ooh, look at that poison ivy. Oh, that's not poison ivy. Yeah, some of it is poison ivy. We're gonna see if we can't get it knocked out before it gets dark for them. Well, how have you been, and how's Marty been?
He's hanging in there, doing pretty good. He just got back from a EKG here recently and a bunch of tests, and they say he's doing real good. Heart strong, and
well, I'm glad to hear that.
Was because it was due to a blockage.
Oh yeah.
Oh, see what I was telling you?
Oh,
he about killed my damn tree.
Wow.
And that thing's 30 years old.
Yeah, that's a Japanese maple, isn't it?
But he never finished out this side of it. And then he was supposed to trim this thing way back. Paid for already. Never done it. Was going to yank these vines out of them things over there. Because that thing is taking over. It's actually going up on the roof of the house.
Ooh, yeah. Definitely don't want that. Okay.
Dindle.
I've got a ladder, A-frame ladder called a Little Giant, and it folds out to like 4 different sections.
Right.
But it would get to the top of that, and I can get that vine and trim this here. That Japanese maple, I'm scared of it though.
Yeah, it would probably be best at this point to just leave it alone to the fall.
Yeah.
When the leaves come off of it. Y'all also do leaf removal and stuff like that?
That's no problem at all.
That's something that I'd like to for you to keep in mind for us in the fall.
Will do.
Let me tell you, you ought to seen us out here trying to do this.
No, don't overexert. Like I said, this made my evening because I said, you know, I knew I'd promised you I was going to get here, and then I was tired, and I said, it'll make me feel better if I get there, it's knocked out.
Well, I sent you that text message because I was like, well, maybe he just ain't interested, and if he ain't,
I just, my mind, I say, okay, I got this amount to do today, and some days I get it done, and then other days, I wake up at 5 o'clock every morning, no matter what. And
listen, I figure if I get 2 projects a day done in the shape I'm in, then I'm doing damn good. That's to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Never noticed that.
Oh yeah. I started out with my daughters doing them, and then after they got grown and gone, well, I started with pedicures, and then I like the abstract design on my nails. So now I get the gel done, and they last about 2.5, 3 months. So I got accustomed to it now.
I hear you.
I can't go, well, they last, the design grows off, and then I'll change the colors like with every season. Like I'll go, well, I just got these 2 weeks ago, but I had like lime green, dark green, and blue for spring. And then back in the fall, I had purple, black, and blue. And then these will take me through the summer, and then I'll probably do like an orange or something for the fall.
So I heard you mention what today is.
Yes, Pride Month.
So, now I have to ask a question. Are you gay as well?
I am not, but I am certainly an ally.
Okay. I just wondered. I did not know.
Yeah,
And not that I was trying to make a comment
No,
to you.
no,
Don't take that the wrong way.
So one of the reasons I do my nails too, it's been a long journey for me. My oldest daughter came out when she was 16, and so that kind of changed the way I looked at things, because I'm from a little small country town in northern Florida Panhandle, and I wish now I could go back and change some of the things that I did to people that were openly gay back then, like 20 years ago, when you just didn't do that now and there. But anyway, long story short, total 180 the way I see it now. And before I did the abstract, I would do 2 fingers that were solid colors, and that was a little too offending. But I would do it to bait so-called straight Christian men into asking me that same question, and then I'd just say, "Why do you need to know? You want to have sex with me?" And so, then,
right.
And there really is no reason for a straight man to know. And it was always straight men that, are act homophobic and carry on.
Poor Florida now and who they got leading them. And he gonna run for president. Not with my vote.
I thought that Trump was about as worse as it can get.
The same
Sanders
would be
is
worse.
dangerous.
Yeah.
See, he got more sense not to just say the stupid shit that Trump was saying, and
still be able to lead that same fight.
Exactly.
He just won't say it out loud.
There you go. But no, I'm straight, but I leave it a little ambiguous, just so.
Well, thank you for being a proponent for us.
Yes, sir.
People want to see us as bad people, and I ain't never done nothing to hurt nobody ever in my whole life.
And my whole thing is, okay, if you believe this or that or whatever about being gay or abortion or whatever, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Right. What does my belief have to do with how you live your life?
Right. Absolutely.
You're not coming out here telling me, I don't know any time in American history that there's been any kind of push or anybody in power to make people gay. That has never happened.
No.
So what business
My mama
is it?
said she knew when I was this big, I was more attracted to men than I was women.
So she always thinks that.
Yeah.
Well, that's how mamas are.
She said she just always figured. I didn't come out till I was 30 to them. I just sort of disappeared and lived my life. And one day, I got to realizing these days ain't getting no longer. And I need to spend time with my mama. My dad never completely came around about it. They'd been divorced since I was 11 years old. And, but he tried to deal with it. My stepmother, being the quote unquote, God rest her soul, bitch that she was, she's the one who brought my mom and dad up. Her and her daughters pushed and pushed and pushed at him about me and my life, like I was a threat to the grandchildren.
See,
what part of gay don't you understand? They're little girls.
No tolerance for that. And so, if we want to get real with it, how many of the so-called straight men or in the church or whatever is messing with the little boys for real?
Yeah.
The drag queens ain't bothering no kids. I know more straight men that has harmed women or harmed children than gay men. That's
statistics
just not a thing.
show that it's 99 to 1.
And I'll tell you something else, just being open and honest, the community taught me something about consent that I just didn't understand as a man. And since my daughters came out, I've always been comfortable around them. I went through a phase where I was like, okay, where am I, on the spectrum? And they made it very easy for me to figure that out, very safe and easy. And so you would hear guys always saying, well, you shouldn't say things to a woman that you wouldn't want a gay man to say to you. No, that's not it. The most uncomfortable I've ever been is when a straight man looked at me. He wasn't even hitting on me, and he looked at me in the eye and said, "You have pretty eyes." I did not he was bigger than I was. I knew what he didn't mean anything by it, and
right.
I think I do have pretty eyes, but just it made me so uncomfortable.
You do.
In that moment, I immediately kind of understood how women feel. When it's an unwanted advance.
Yep.
And gay men hit on me all the time, and I like the attention. That never has bothered me. I'd be up at scandals. Well, when my daughters got older, that was a good, safe place. I could go and just be with them.
Spend time with them, didn't have to worry about nothing.
Not a thing.
Yeah.
Now,
it's funny, you go into our bars and you have to worry about the guys' pocketbooks falling out of their mouths and going off on each other and not bothering you. But you walk into a straight bar.
I can go in there and take my shirt off and ain't nobody messing with me. Just having a good time, drunk as I want to get. I don't have to worry. But you say going to a straight bar, you have too much. Now I have to work. I got to be sober.
And make the mistake of looking at a woman wrong and not mean anything by it, just looking. Yep. And you got a fight on your hands.
Yep.
Because, see, I've had to live both worlds. I was married once, so was Martin. He was in the service when he told his wife about him. Wow. And she left with their little girl from Germany and flew back home. And, of course...
Listen, you tell Martin I said, hey.
Here's your...
And no, sir. No, sir. Absolutely not.
Well, bless your heart.
I told y'all that I was going to take care of you, and I just appreciate y'all being patient with me long enough to get here.
Well, as of next time, we'll start.
You let me worry about that. I'm going to let me get here on time. Let's see. Today's the first. How long do you think it? Every 2 weeks?
Yeah, about every 2 weeks.
We're been getting a lot of rain, and you keep texting me. A lot of times I don't text back.
If your day are so off because of weather like that, I understand that. That's never an issue. I don't have to worry about the dog in the high grass anymore.
Okay.
We're not going to do it anymore. At our ages, if something were to happen to one or both of us, who would take care of the dog? You know, I mean, we do. Chip lives with us, and Chip's straight. He's lived with us for nearly 15 years. But, you know, I couldn't push a dog off on him to take care of.
Not his responsibility.
So we just decided that, due to the heartache of it, you know, when you take
it's hard to get past.
You know that day's coming sometime or another. So we just don't have that to deal with anymore. And I just, you know,
well,
so
I'm
you won't have to worry about dog
little landmines in the back.
Yeah, because I was going to tell you, if you did respond back to me, that if you had a problem with the backyard, I'd be happy to get you a pair of waiter boots. Just tell me the size and I'll purchase them. But
a picture of an almost full moon. That's pretty cool. And I think the Insta360 is about to run out of juice. And so am I. So that's enough for today. All right, I'm gonna try to write down a plan, and we're gonna start June out, since we're 6 months in now, and try to be productive.